Now, let's say that happens. I do agree that the man should be responsible of you, right? Now, if you broke that, and now you're having sex with a man reckless, and now he got you impregnated, isn't that woman now supposed to do what this man is saying? Isn't this man supposed to be responsible of her and the child? If you want him to be responsible, or is he supposed to take place of a relationship where the woman controls the relationship, and he's there just to go, okay, you do whatever you want to do. So he's in a household it's not even for him.
I think they should do what's best for the child, but I think the part that I didn't hear anyone say was you become a single mother. Just from what I was told my dad, you chose to be a single mom when you chose to have a baby before you got married. So whatever came with the fact that y'all not married, that's just the dynamics of it. People can come and go. People could do whatever because you guys did not prioritize a foundation or something more solid before you had a child. So both of y'all just having a child. But I will say, whatever happens outside of a household, outside of having a marriage and you start a family before actually starting a marriage, then I think whatever happens, that's both of y'all fault. Both of y'all responsibility. Both of y'all are accountable for the fact that maybe he gone, y'all don't get along, you don't like her, she don't like you. Whatever that dynamic plays a part, neither one of y'all thought about the kid in the first place because we would have got married prior to that. So
we have to remember that the onus is majority on the woman.
Yeah.
So women can't say, well, why did he?
Lucky, women can literally have a baby. Yeah, and go put it up for adoption, and no one calls that dead baby.
No, the father has to consent. Ali,
got up the club. If they carried it out, I'm just
y'all. If we both have to consent, we should consent. If that man doesn't want to be a father or wants to be married with you, why would you want to have a kid with this man? That's what's destroying society. Most men, when they tell you they don't want to be with you or have a kid with you, he's gonna show you exactly. That's what's happened in society since the beginning of time. A man
y'all women are cookie pickers. That's the problem.
But I think we agree. As just the same way I've heard people ask the question, why do you guys get women pregnant that you don't want to be with or be in the child's life? I mean, but that question is always demonized.
Men can't get you pregnant unless you give them access, like Ali was saying. Most of the owners.
I'm not saying nobody is saying that's the case, but we're not going to sit up here and act like she got pregnant by herself.
Right, especially when Ali preaches, and the thing is, if she wants the baby and he doesn't, then doesn't that mean?
Order was Precious, Sheba, and Fantasy. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is women can, when it comes to having a child, yes, theoretically, we're both responsible. But idealistically and realistically, the woman is more responsible. So when you have a child and you're not wedded, then you have to understand that you're going to take on most of the responsibility. And as much as you would want him to be there, and as much as you call him out his name, and as many times you call his cell phone, and as many times you try to get that child support, you have to understand that is a consequence of your decision to lay down with the man that you did not marry.
You chose
unless you give him custodial.
Yeah. So all the my baby dad ain't this and this is like those are your decisions.
And if why are y'all mad at the guy with the 7 kids? If that's what we stand at.
Stop, Sheba. Stop.
I'm for real. Everybody went against him. He's saying exactly. No, stop, Mr. Lego. He said stop. Let me talk. He said exactly what Precious just said, but he said it in a more rogue and roughneck kind of way. But at the end of the day, they're both saying the same thing. He says she should have protected herself. None of the women asked him to use a condom. He's saying exactly what Precious is saying. I told them I didn't want kids. That's your problem. I'm not paying for it. Good luck. See you later. So why are people attacking him?
Most men are not mad at him right now because of what's going on, Sheba. Most people are going. They're seeing it. He's demonstrating exactly what's happening. The man is literally saying, "I don't want a kid. I'm not going to be there." And the women are still deciding to have a baby with it when it's convenient for them. They're doing what's in their best interest, because if a woman don't want to have a kid, she'll say, it'll be a financial burden. I'm not ready to be a mother. And she'll use the government to not be able to have a kid. But as soon as the guy says he don't want a kid, and she says she's doing what's in the baby's best interest, she goes, you should have put a condom on. And then doesn't prioritize the way that man wants to raise that child if you're putting the father first. So ultimately, she's still putting herself first and her best interest over the baby and the man. Because if it's about the baby, you're going to put that man first. That's all I'm saying. So he can take care of that household.
Let's get Fantasy Island Girl in there.
I think
because of what you're saying, that women will not have a baby that they don't want. These women want to have the baby with this man. If the man doesn't want to have the baby with her, it is in his best interest to make sure he doesn't have a baby with her. At the end of the day, you agree with me that these women are only having babies that they want to have with the men that they want to have it with, right? So if these men feel trapped, it's your fault because you shouldn't have had sex with her raw. It's your fault because you should have pulled out, or you should have made sure that if she's somebody that disgusting that you couldn't possibly imagine having a child with, don't have sex with her. Have sex with somebody else that you can picture having a child with. I just feel like it's very reckless for men to not accept the fact that you have the responsibility to make sure you don't have a baby that you don't want, because we have plenty of ways to not have babies that we don't want. Women, y'all don't have that. So you have to be extra cautious, in my opinion.
Hold on, Ali. And I think this is where it's getting muddy at. Essentially what that dude, because I'm glad y'all brought him up, the 7 baby mama dude, that's essentially a world of equality where a man elected to say, I don't want to take care of a kid, and he bounced. That's equality. A man has the options to opt out of parenthood the same way that a woman does. And here's the reality. Men and women both opt out of parenthood for the same reasons. The same reasons why men walk away from being fathers is the same reasons why women delete babies or give them up for adoption. They're literally the same. Almost stat for stat. So here's the thing. This is the reason, because this went down a rabbit hole. This is the reason why I said women elect to be single mothers, because the ball's in your court. The ball's in your court. Whether he decides or not, whether he's there or not, you can still say, hey, look, this man ain't married me, because that's the number one thing for commitment. You know without a shadow of a doubt that a man is committed to you the moment he puts a ring on your finger, because that's very consequential to him. It's actually more consequential than giving you a baby.
Right.
So you know without a shadow of a doubt that he's gonna be at least gonna be there with you for that child, barring y'all don't have any other issues.
Right.
So the moment go ahead.
Pause. So every time you pause, you give me go ahead, fam. I want you to finish. When you pause, I ain't trying to cut you off, I promise.
So the moment you decide to have the baby with a man that never married you, then that point you elect to be a single mother. But even further, like I said, you elect to be a single mother if you continue to let your child grow up without a father in a home, because you have options. You have plenty of options out there. Pick one.